What's going on, guys? Trevor Barrett with Barrett Knives here, and today we're going to test and compare the Sawtooth Bowie knife. Mostly it's not the specific knife that I'm really concerned about, it's just in general the difference between a hand forged blade and a cheap $20 knife. There's a huge difference, and we're going to find out exactly why. A lot of my buddies on their social media have been doing this, so I thought, let's jump on that because it looks like a lot of fun. So first of all, the unboxing. Now I have a mess I have to clean up. Okay, let's look at what we got. First of all, nylon sheath. I'll be totally honest, there's nothing wrong with the nylon sheath. Absolutely nothing wrong. Fits well. Now let's pull it out and check it out. Okay. Now, first of all, the first video, by the way, is going to be all about looking at it and examining it, and then later we will start testing it and see what we think. But first of all, for a non-custom blade, what we're going to do is see what we think of it. Okay, so first of all, keep in mind this is $20. Okay, so it's not that bad of a deal. But first of all, what we got is, right off the top, the tang and the wood are not the same size, so it's rubbing, and there's some sharp parts. Sharp here, and the finger wells are all kind of spaced. See what I mean? So it's just not going to be a comfortable hold. Let's see. The pommel is fine. Let's check the balance. The balance isn't actually that bad, to be totally honest. For a bigger blade like this, the balance is pretty good, actually. The guard, let's look at the fit up of the guard. Not bad, pretty close. There is some gapping there, but that's to be expected on a $20 knife, $20, $30. The guard is sharp, the edges are kind of sharp there. I don't really like that, because, you know, if you're using it, especially considering, like, look at that. You know, the handle doesn't even fit my hand, and I've got pretty big hands. So considering that, like, oh well, what are you gonna do? Anyway, that's okay. But what we got here is this sharp point is gonna dig into your hand if you're stabbing with it at all, and these edges are a little bit sharp. So as you use it, between this, and the fact that the tang sticks out beyond the wood and it's sharp anyway, that's going to dig into your hand. Now let's see if we can get a close-up on this sawback. It's not even a little bit sharp, and I don't know, that's not really a sawback, but we're going to test it. The false edge looks fine, the grinds are fine, that maybe an 1/8 inch thick, and the edge, it has a preliminary edge ground into it. Again, 20 bucks. There's a couple little dings in the blade. I don't know if you can tell. So, overall, does it look cool? Yeah, it's got a good look. It's got a cheap look, in my opinion. The finish is fine. Sawback is ridiculous. The fit up is kind of sloppy. There's gapping there. Bunch of gapping there. Again, keep in mind this is 20 bucks, okay? So this isn't like, I'm not ragging on this thing too bad, but honestly, it's just not gonna fit any normal person's hands, the typical user, and the proportions seem a little bit off to me. So, what would I rate this just on aesthetic appearance? Probably a 5, because it's got an interesting shape. I think it's kind of a fake looking shape, you know, kind of a toy shape. The skeletonization here is uneven, spotty. I could have just gone with a fuller, but whatever. Yeah, I'd probably give it a 5. It's got potential. But now, so I don't really know where I left off on the other video, but the next step is to test it. So, to wrap up the first video, get some lunch. I would rate it 5 out of 10. On aesthetics only, because it's got an interesting profile, of course. Yeah, but the fit and finish is poor. Functionality, I'll let you know in the next one, but 20 bucks, not bad. A dumb gift for somebody, but yeah, we can do better than that. So what we'll do is we'll do a couple videos testing this, and then we'll forge what I think this blade could have been, and then from there we'll test that and compare it with this. You know? All right, like, subscribe, all that stuff. We'll see how it goes.